Welcome to the Joy and Lunch Special. My name is Gené Jones. You guys could have been anywhere in the world today, but you're here with me and I love you for that. I have a short and to the point message for you guys, and then I have a call to execution. So, please feel free to drop any questions, any thoughts that you have in the comments because I want to hear from you guys because this is the Joy and community. So the message today is be childlike, not childish. How do you know if you're childish versus childlike? Great question. A childlike mindset is I don't know, teach me. A childish mindset is I do know and I must prove myself. So I actually want to go deeper into a personal story that I shared yesterday. So it is time for joy and story time. Once again, I'm in the middle of product development for the Joy and Empire that I'm creating. Now, I started by creating a guided journal and I put in some work. I got the journal into some stores. People are buying it, but I realized people bought the journal aren't necessarily using the journal as I intended. Now, here's where I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the story that I shared yesterday. My initial reaction was childish because of the fearful principality that I've discovered I struggle with. And that principality is that it's the belief that I'm here because I did something wrong and I will always be here. Now, that belief, when said, doesn't mean I have to behave childish. But for me, in all honesty, if I don't take a moment to ground myself, shame, worry, blame, all of that sets in from that belief. And that's when I go into survival mode and behave childish. I then feel the need to prove myself because if not, I will always be in this moment. And I have to prove that I'm not wrong, that I'm not a mistake. So when you take a moment and say how you feel out loud or you journal about how you feel, it sounds bizarre. Your logic doesn't even make sense. Now, when I approach a challenge with a childlike mentality and admit to myself, I don't know, and I need God, a higher power to teach me, to reveal what it is that I'm missing, that's when I win. I gain a new insight. The challenge then turns into an opportunity to add more value to other people and to myself. So I say all of this to say, if I don't confront my fear, my false principalities, that when unchecked beliefs, they manifest into shame, worry, then into blame, and I go into survival mode. And then that's when I start to behave childish, and that's when I lose. What separates a winner from a loser is their response to challenges. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're going to win this time, you're going to have to be rooted in a childlike mentality. You lost it before, not because you weren't good enough, not because you were a mistake, but because you weren't rooted mentally. You had no intention, no system, no why, no routine, no consistency, no strategy. And once again, that's why it's important to articulate what your intention is, what your why is when you start, because when you're going through challenges, your intention is your foundation. So here are 3 things you can do today to shift your mindset because you can't receive if you're not open. You need to have that childlike mentality. The first thing is release. Say the things you feel out loud. Write them down in a journal. Number 2, invite. Literally invite God in and admit you do not know. What that sounds like to me in this current situation is, God, I invite you into the shame here on my chest that I feel. I invite you into this unknown feeling. I don't know. Please show me. And finally, be thankful in advance. What that sounds like for me in this current situation, also in all my situations, is, God, I thank you because you never leave me where you found me. Never. God never leaves me where he found me. And he'll never leave you where he found you. So that's how you can open yourself up so that way you can receive your next small step to your blessing, to your victory, because you always win, because God always wins. It just is. So once again, this Joy and Lunch special wouldn't be complete without a call to execution. All things are being worked out for your good. Now that you know that, here are 3 things you can do today to start creating today. Because Joy and isn't just about getting inspired. At its core, it's about giving you the tools to transform your life. So the first call is to get inspired. Find a podcast, a YouTube video, a sermon, a message, anything, whatever that thing is that's going to inspire your vision and the thing you're creating. Once again, Getting things done and making progress are two completely different things. Just because you're sitting in front of your laptop thinking about what to do doesn't mean you're making progress in creating something, right? So data has shown me that thinking about what to do and then anxiously planning a month out in advance just produces more stress because life is going to happen. So you're going to go through things that you didn't foresee happening. So get inspired today instead. And the great thing about this call to execution is that it can be done on your commute to work, while you're dropping your kids off, while you're cooking, all the things you have to do in this moment. So the second call is to move your body. I know this is confirmation once again for at least 2 people coming across this video. You gotta move your body. Take the stairs instead of taking the elevator. Go for a walk. Put on Single Ladies and dance in your room in the dark until the song is over. But know you have to move your body so that way you can start to move your mind. Finally, I want you to answer this question. If you could create anything and not fail, what would that be and why? Take 5 minutes to answer that question today just to get you started to dream again. All right? The Joy and experience is about getting you inspired and giving you the tools to act on that inspiration. And so I'm going to plug my Joy and journal here because it's that tool to act on that inspiration. Everything I'm saying here, I'm doing so I can add more value. So if you need help on your day-to-day in your routine, get the Joy and journal. I don't want you to leave this live the same way that you came into it. My intention is for you to be inspired and use that energy to transform your life. So get the journal. The link for that is in the description. On that note, I love you all so much and am so honored to share this time with you. Please don't forget to comment, like, and share because I can't wait to see what you guys are creating and hear from you. This is the Joy and community, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Bye.